So let's talk a little bit about emotional nudity and the process. So everybody's like, what in the heck is emotional nudity? And so, of course, with men, they're always like, are you going to get naked? I'm just curious, right? And don't forget to give me the hearts, guys. And then, of course, with women, they get it. Women are attached to the word emotional, right? And men are attached to the word nudity. So, and I keep telling them it's for women, right? It's for women. So, right, Coach Reg, exactly. That's what happens. So let me tell you a little bit about the phrase and how it became a mark. And yes, I do own the trademark. So I was talking about dating and how people put on facades when they date. They put on their best face, their best self, especially for the first few months, right? And I was like, I really want someone that I can be like totally, like completely naked with, and not just naked like, oh, get into bed and have sex naked. I mean, like emotionally naked. I was like, that's what I want to call it, emotional nudity. And I just kind of said that, and then over the years I would say the phrase here and there. And then I started using the hashtag when I would write online, and people were like, I love that. What's emotional nudity? So let me tell you how emotional nudity works. It's the process of disrobing from the indoctrination, the social indoctrinations. Okay? So when you're probably about 4 or 5 years old, the society, your parents, people around you start to indoctrinate you, right? This is the right way to walk. This is the right way to sit. Chew with your mouth closed. Those are the little things that start the indoctrinations, okay? And so as you get a little bit older, the indoctrinations aren't just social. Some of them are emotional, right? Don't cry, or you cry too much. And then it becomes sometimes the negative stuff, right? You're too ugly, you talk too much, you're too fat, you're too tall. Why don't you work harder? Why don't you like your sisters, right? Or why don't you like your brother? And when you're told certain things, you adjust your behavior to compensate, because nobody likes to get slapped on the wrist. Nobody likes to get negative reinforcement or negative feedback. So when you get negative feedback, it tends to be painful. So what do? You adjust yourself so that you're no longer feeling the pain, right? So if somebody was like, oh my God, you're so stupid, why didn't you get the answer right? All of a sudden you start to believe that you're stupid. And so then guess what happens? You don't ask the questions anymore because you don't want people to think you're stupid, because at some point somebody told you stupid. So you'd rather go and figure it out for yourself than to ask for help. And so we start to wear the shirt of shame. Okay, that's how that starts to work. And so before you know it, you go through elementary school, high school, you get to college, and you start to work in your career. And there's another level of indoctrination that starts at the corporate level, right? Because corporations create cookie cutter, this is our corporate culture, but technically it's a corporate cookie cutter. Now, no tea, no shade on the corporations. They have to have uniformity to survive, particularly when they're dealing with a whole lot of people. But there's still a level of indoctrination. It's like, this is professional, right? So we have to wear the jacket of professionalism, okay? And that's on top of the shirt of shame. And you have to wear, the skirt of, management, how a manager behavior management. And so there's all of this stuff that we start to wear and put on so that people see us and perceive us in a certain way. And before you know it, you're dressed, okay, spiritually, socially, and emotionally, and everything, hat, gloves, parka, right, bundled up to shield yourself from the world that we live in, because we're afraid of being judged or chastised or being held back or not being given the opportunities or not being given a choice in the matter. And so you get all geared up, right? Because it's basically like it's cold out here in these streets, right? It's winter time. I mean, I love the show. What is it? Game of Thrones, right? They keep saying winter is coming. Okay. And so you know that winter is a deep, deep, deep frost where everything is frozen for years and years and years. That's what it feels like when you're out here in these worlds. It feels like winter is coming. Okay. And so you're all protected from society and from the people that are going to hurt you because winter is coming. But what happens when you step into the sun, right? When you step into the sun and those beautiful rays shine on you, and it allows people to truly, truly see who you are. Okay. So then what happens when you step in the sun and you all got all these clothes on, right? You get hot. Okay, because it doesn't fit anymore. The outfit, the clothes don't fit, right? So you start taking off the hat, you start taking off the clothes, and I start talking about this social disrobing process. Okay, this social disrobing process is what I call the emotional nudity, right? Because it's when you can show people, hey, you know what? I've got these scars. Okay, I don't have, a Beyonce body. I don't have a six-pack or perfect abs, but I'm going to let you see this anyway. Okay. And I'm talking figuratively. I'm not talking figuratively. I'm sorry. I'm talking figuratively, not literally. Okay. And so you really want to start. This is how. Oh, thank you so much, Jay, for president. I love that. So this is the process that I've had to go through in my life over the past 10, 15 years. And so if you ask, okay, Jay wears pink hair and purple lipstick, and she gets on camera with no makeup on, and when she first rolls out of bed, okay, and she does all of this, it's a process that I had to go through. It was a process of disrobing, the social disrobing that I had to go through. So I didn't just wake up one day and decide to get naked. It didn't happen like that. Okay. There was a process, and I talk a lot about that process in my book. And the book is going to be released tomorrow, and it's called Her Chronicles, Stories of Faith, Fear, and Fortitude. And what you'll find, when it says the byline, it says by J. Stone and 10 ambassadors of emotional nudity. Right? So I've been teaching women this process of disrobing for so long that now the people in my community are starting to get it. So I found 10 other women to get with me to write this book, and they're telling their stories, right? And it takes a lot of courage to disrobe, right? It takes a lot of courage to get naked in front of people and say, hey, I had this problem. Hey, I have this challenge. And my chapter in particular, I talk about my challenge with obesity. And I specifically used the word obesity, not chunky, not curvy, not fluffy, nothing cute, to hide the fact that I'm struggling with weight. I am struggling with obesity. The word obesity is just an ugly ass word. It ain't even cute, right? But I can't hide the fact that sometimes we struggle with ugly shit. Sometimes the shit we struggle with is absolutely ugly. It's absolutely unattractive. And so I think you see the hashtag emotional nudity, and you hear me saying, I'm Jay Stone, I'm an emotional nudist. And for those of you who haven't been around me, who don't know the brand, you don't know what in blazes I'm talking about. So I felt like, let me just do a scope so you guys are clear about what I'm talking about. And of course, I wanted to do this prior to tomorrow, because tomorrow is October 7th. My book officially launches tomorrow, and I feel like it's an epic book. I mean, I might be a little bit prejudiced, but I feel like it's going to be a great book. So I'm gonna need for you guys to go to herchroniclesbook.com tomorrow between the hours of 11 a.m. and 12 noon Eastern time and buy a paperback copy of the book. Y'all been buying the book. A lot of y'all have already bought the book. I got mine, and it's the Kindle version. I'm going to need y'all to go and get the little $20 and buy the paperback version. Okay, it's $20. I promise you I'll be worth it. Felicia said, can I send you the PayPal today? Okay, Felicia, can you buy the book tomorrow at that time, please, so we can get, because this is what happens. When it goes in, when you buy the book at that given time, it tallies into your overall sales. And I want to do it at that specific time tomorrow because I need to do a giveaway. Okay. So I'm going to do a giveaway for everybody who purchases a book between 11 a.m. and 12 noon tomorrow Eastern time. I'm actually going to give you a slot in the class. Okay. Fabulosity, the amazing, authentic living blueprint. Okay. So both Kindle and paperback. Okay. So SYW1, if you send me no, the book is not for women only. I think you'll love it. For everybody that does this, you get a free slot in the class. I'm going to give you a free entry into the class. Okay. You have to email me at coachme@jstone.com with your order number. Send me an email with your order number. Okay. I'll buy yours at 11. Yes, send it to me with your order number and you get free entry into the class. Now let's talk about what happens in this class, because it's a free class. I'm giving you a free giveaway. Okay. It's a free giveaway. Okay. For $20. Now this class, I charge $67. You see it on here. I ain't just make it up, right? It's $67 for this class. Let me tell you what happens in this class. It's a 4-week self-study course. Okay, it's a 4-week self-study course. And this is what we cover. We cover finding your purpose. Okay, releasing fear. There's actually a releasing fear exercise. And we talk about that purpose. Remember a couple of weeks ago when I did that whole purpose, profits, and passion diagram? I did it. I was creating that for this class. And so you actually get to go through the purpose, profits, and passion model and see how it works. We talk about building confidence and breaking free. And then we talk about attracting opportunities. We talk about attracting opportunities and living abundantly. So that is huge. That's huge. Yeah, that was an awesome diagram. So you actually get the diagram in this. So this class is called Fabulosity, the Amazing Authentic Living Blueprint. It's really a blueprint for how to live. I just told you guys a little bit about my story. I told you guys how I became an emotional nudist. It was a process. So now I'm sharing that process with you. Because what happens when you step in the sun and you start to disrobe, it's the most liberating thing in the world. A lot of people ask me, hey, Jay, do you have a personal Facebook and a professional Facebook? Or do you have a business social media and a personal social media? And I don't. I don't care if you a pastor. I don't care if you're my aunt, my uncle, my parents. Everybody see the same stuff I post. I'm the same person every time, everywhere that I go, with the exception if I go in somebody's church, I try not to cuss, right? Because I really ain't trying to get struck by lightning. Okay. So, hey, how you doing? And so, in order to get this, you need to buy the paperback book at herchroniclesbook.com tomorrow between 11 a.m. and 12 noon. And if you send me your order number to coachme@jstone.com, you get in the class. But it has to be purchased in that time frame. And it has to be a paperback. It cannot be the Kindle version. It's the $20 paperback version. Okay, so that is my life, and I'm excited about the book launch tomorrow, Eastern time. Yes, it will be Eastern time. Indeed, it will be Eastern time. And hey, right, precisely, yes, it's Eastern time. It's Eastern time, and I know that's a little bit early for you guys, but 12 noon, yes, that is Eastern time. 12 noon is 9 a.m. for you guys over on the West Coast. So that's 12 noon. Wait, what did I miss? Yes, you have to watch the replay, Nicole. I did a giveaway. Yes, it's Eastern time. 11 a.m. till 12 noon Eastern time. That's Eastern time. So that's the giveaway. So that's like 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Pacific time. Okay, yes, that. Okay, so go to herchroniclesbook.com tomorrow, then email me your order number, coachme@jstone.com, and then you will receive this situation. Fabulosity, the amazing, authentic living blueprint. So that's my time for today. I actually got to go do a walkthrough of the venue because the book signing is Friday. The book signing event is Friday. If you're in Atlanta, please come by the book signing. You can also just email us for the details. Yes, thank you so much, Janaea, for putting that up. Jay, can we pick up a paper copy we purchase tomorrow? Can we pick up the paper copy we purchase tomorrow at your book signing? No, if you actually purchased it, it's going to be shipped to you. And so you won't have it in time for the book signing. Yeah. So if you actually are physically coming to the book signing, we'll have books there for you to purchase, but that will not go towards, that won't qualify you for this. You actually have to do an online purchase to qualify for this. All right. Okay, so that's it for me, guys. I'm Jay Stone, the emotional nudist and master brand coach, and I will catch you guys on the flip side. Thanks so much. No, if you have already bought a book and it's shipped, still send me your information. I'll go ahead and give it to you. If you purchased a paperback book, okay, just send me your information anyway. But this is specifically to get people who have not bought a paperback book to do that. All right? Catch you guys on the flip side.